Whispers of the Hooghly, a Calcutta Love Story. A short novel by Swaminathan Sankaran. Our story begins in the bustling streets of Calcutta, a city teeming with cultural richness and political fervor. The river Hooghly flows gracefully, witnessing the city's transformation. Calcutta is alive with vibrant markets and colonial architecture. The aroma of spices fills the air as vendors at New Market and Gariaha haggle with animated gestures. Rickshaw pullers navigate through narrow lanes, embodying the city's relentless energy. Majestic colonial buildings like the Victoria Memorial and Writers' Building stand as reminders of British rule. Yet, there is an undercurrent of resistance. Posters urging independence are plastered on walls, and heated discussions echo in the corridors of coffee houses, especially the Indian Coffee House on College Street. Calcutta's heartbeat is its people. Children in crisp school uniforms rush to class, their laughter mingling with the calls of street hawkers. Women in colorful saris move gracefully, balancing pots on their heads, embodying resilience. Street performers and musicians add a melodic backdrop to the city's daily life. The political climate is charged. Rallies featuring leaders inspire masses. Slogans of Quit India and Vande Mataram fill the air, reflecting the collective yearning for freedom. College students distribute pamphlets and debate the nation's future. The main characters are Arun, the son of a wealthy Zamindar, his eyes absorbing the life and struggles of the common people, a stark contrast to his privileged upbringing. And Asha, a spirited young woman with a radiant smile, is seen at Calcutta College. Her voice rallies her classmates during discussions on the nationalist movement. Fearless and patriotic, she stands out as a beacon of change. As their paths cross, the stage is set for a tale of love and revolution, as turbulent and transformative as the city itself. Arrival at Howrah Station. The train rumbles into Howrah Station, a grand gateway to the vibrant city of Calcutta. As the steam engine chugs to a halt, a plume of smoke rises, mingling with the cacophony of sounds that fill the air. The station is a sprawling expanse of iron and glass, its arched roof looming high above the bustling platforms, echoing with the myriad voices and footsteps of travelers. As Arun steps off the train, he is immediately enveloped by the frenetic energy of Howrah Station. The clamor of porters calling out for luggage, the murmur of families reunited, and the distant whistle of departing trains form a symphony of chaos and excitement. The platforms are teeming with people of all walks of life. Vendors hawk their goods, tea, snacks, newspapers, while coolies in red uniforms weave through the throng, balancing heavy loads on their heads. The air is thick with the aroma of spices and the earthy scent of coal smoke. Arun navigates through the sea of humanity, his senses overwhelmed by the sights, sounds, and smells. He clutches his suitcase tightly, his eyes wide with wonder and anticipation. Howrah Station's architecture is a testament to the grandeur of the British era. The high, vaulted ceiling with its intricate ironwork and the expansive floor space reflect both functionality and elegance. The giant clock at the center of the concourse ticks steadily, a silent witness to the passing of time and the ever-changing tides of human movement. Arun pauses to admire the station's grand structure, its architectural beauty not lost on him despite the rush. The clock, a sentinel in time, marks the beginning of a new chapter in his life. The atmosphere is a blend of urgency and excitement. Travelers hurry to and fro, their destinations and purposes as varied as their appearances. There is a palpable sense of transition, of arrivals and departures, each person carrying their own stories and dreams. The station buzzes with life, each traveler a story in motion. For Arun, this is the threshold of a new journey, a step closer to his own dreams of love and freedom. With his suitcase in hand, Arun makes his way out of Howrah Station. As he steps outside, he is greeted by the majestic sight of the Hooghly River. The sun casts its golden rays on the river, making it shimmer like liquid gold. The iconic Howrah Bridge stretches across the river, connecting the bustling city of Calcutta with the rest of Bengal. As Arun steps out of Howrah Station, the sight of the Hooghly River takes his breath away. The river, with its gentle flow and shimmering surface, seems to welcome him to the city, promising new beginnings and adventures. The Hooghly River, wide and serene, reflects the morning light like a mirror. Boats of various sizes navigate its waters, from small fishing boats to large steamers. The river is alive with activity, yet exudes a calming presence. The Hooghly River, with its vast expanse and gentle current, embodies both tranquility and life. Arun feels a sense of calm wash over him as he gazes at the river, its beauty a stark contrast to the bustling station behind him. The iconic Howrah Bridge stands tall and imposing, an engineering marvel that connects the two sides of the river. The bridge, with its lattice of steel, is a symbol of strength and unity, much like the bond Arun hopes to build in this city. The Howrah Bridge, a magnificent structure of steel and strength, spans the Hooghly River. To Arun, it represents the link between his past and the future he is about to embrace in Calcutta. The riverbanks are lined with bustling activity, vendors selling their wares, children playing by the water's edge, and people performing their morning rituals at the ghats. The air is filled with the sound of bells, chants, and the occasional call of a boatman. The riverbanks are a hive of activity, brimming with life and tradition. Arun watches as people go about their daily routines, their lives intertwined with the rhythm of the Hooghly. It is here, amidst the vibrancy and serenity, that he feels the pulse of Calcutta. As Arun stands by the Hooghly River, taking in the sights and sounds, he feels a deep connection to the city. The river's gentle flow mirrors his own journey, filled with uncertainty and hope. With a renewed sense of purpose, he sets off towards Calcutta, ready to embark on a new chapter of his life. With the Hooghly River as his witness, Arun steps into the heart of Calcutta, his heart brimming with anticipation and determination. The river's reflections hold the promise of new beginnings and the enduring spirit of love and freedom. The streets were filled with trams, horse-drawn carriages, and bicycles, creating a lively and chaotic atmosphere. The city's population was diverse, with Europeans, Anglo-Indians, and a mix of Indian communities coexisting, each contributing to the city's vibrant culture. The River Hooghly, an arm of the Ganges, was the lifeblood of Calcutta. It served as a major trade route, with steamers and barges transporting goods up and down its waters. The riverbanks were dotted with ghats, where people performed daily rituals and prayers. The river was also a place of recreation, with people enjoying boat rides and picnics along its banks. Despite its importance, the river faced challenges such as pollution and flooding, which affected the lives of those living nearby. Arun, the son of a wealthy Zamindar. Raised in luxury, he dreams of a different world. Enter Asha, a liberated woman studying at Calcutta College, known for her fiery nationalist spirit. Their worlds collide in the most unexpected way. Arun, though bound by traditional expectations, is intrigued by the winds of change sweeping through the nation. Asha, on the other hand, is deeply inspired by leaders like Subhash Chandra Bose and Sarojini Naidu. Her speeches at the college echo her desire for a free India, often drawing large crowds. Arun is a young man in his early 20s, characterized by his thoughtful eyes and quiet demeanor. Born into a family of zamindars, Arun has known wealth and privilege all his life. His father, an influential landowner, expects him to follow in his footsteps, managing estates and upholding family traditions. However, Arun is different from the typical zamindar's son. He is introspective and often found with a book in hand, absorbed in tales of revolution and change. His mother's untimely death when he was young has left a void in his life, making him yearn for something beyond material wealth and power. Despite his aristocratic background, Arun is intrigued by the social and political changes sweeping through India. He attends rallies and reads voraciously about leaders like Mahatma Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru. His fascination with the ideas of equality and freedom grows stronger each day, creating a rift between him and his traditional family. Arun's internal struggle between his inherited duties and his personal beliefs sets the stage for his journey. Asha, on the other hand, is a firebrand. She is in her early 20s, with bright, determined eyes and an infectious enthusiasm. Born into a middle-class family, Asha's parents are educators who have instilled in her a deep sense of justice and the importance of education. She is studying political science at Calcutta College, where she is an active member of the student union. Asha is fiercely intelligent, articulate, and unafraid to voice her opinions. Inspired by leaders like Subhash Chandra Bose and Sarojini Naidu, Asha is deeply involved in the freedom movement. Her speeches at the college are impassioned, often drawing large crowds of students and even the occasional curious passers-by. She advocates for a free India where all citizens, regardless of caste or gender, have equal rights. Her dedication to the cause and her ability to rally people around her make her a respected figure among her peers. Their meeting is as unexpected as it is transformative. During a protest organized by college students, Arun happens to be passing by. Drawn by the fervor of the crowd and the powerful voice leading the chants, he stops to listen. Asha is on a makeshift stage, delivering a fiery speech about the need for unity and action. Arun is captivated by her passion and conviction, something he has rarely seen in the people around him. After the rally, as the crowd disperses, Arun approaches Asha, eager to learn more about her views. Despite their different backgrounds, they find common ground in their love for India and their desire to see it free from British rule. Their conversations are intense and stimulating, touching upon topics like equality, justice, and the future of their nation. As they spend more time together, their bond deepens. Asha introduces Arun to the realities of the common people's struggles, taking him to slums and factories, while Arun provides resources and support for the movement. Their relationship is a blend of intellectual companionship and growing affection, set against the backdrop of a nation on the brink of monumental change. Thus begins the intertwining of their lives, a journey that will test their beliefs, challenge their loyalties, and ultimately lead them to discover the true meaning of love and freedom. In the heart of Calcutta, the Indian Coffee House on College Street becomes a regular meeting spot for Arun and Asha, a place where their minds and hearts engage in deep and often heated conversations. Arun, intrigued by Asha's passionate speech at the rally, decides to visit the Indian Coffee House. The air is thick with the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and the hum of intellectual debates. As he scans the room, he spots Asha, surrounded by a group of students, passionately discussing the impact of the Quit India movement. Arun musters the courage to approach Asha, and they exchange introductions. Their first conversation revolves around their views on nonviolent resistance versus direct action. They both agree that India's independence is paramount and admire the bravery of leaders like Subhash Chandra Bose. However, Arun believes in a more strategic, less confrontational approach, while Asha advocates for direct action, inspired by Bose's aggressive stance against the British. A few weeks later, Arun and Asha attend a screening of a political film at a local theatre. The film, depicting the struggles of Indian revolutionaries, sparks a lively discussion between them afterward. They both agree on the power of films and literature in awakening national consciousness and influencing the masses. Arun feels that the film's depiction of violence could mislead the youth into believing that violence is the only way to achieve freedom, while Asha argues that the harsh realities depicted are necessary to awaken a passive populace. Their next meeting at the Indian Coffee House centers around literature. Asha is reading Rabindranath Tagore's Gitanjali, while Arun carries a copy of Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay's Anandamath. They both hold Tagore in high esteem for his contribution to Indian literature and the nationalist movement. Arun prefers Tagore's subtle, philosophical approach, while Asha is drawn to Chattopadhyay's fiery nationalism and calls for action. They debate whether literature should inspire quiet reflection or active resistance. During a theatrical performance at the Calcutta University Auditorium, Arun and Asha find themselves sitting next to each other. The play, a satirical take on British colonial rule, provides ample fodder for their post-show discussion. The evening's conversation is filled with laughter, as well as serious reflections on the role of satire in political discourse. Both agree on the effectiveness of satire in critiquing authority and sparking conversation among the masses. Arun worries that satire might downplay the seriousness of the struggle for independence, while Asha believes it makes the cause more accessible and relatable to the general public. Back at the Indian coffee house, the atmosphere is charged as news of the Bengal famine spreads. Arun and Asha discuss the dire situation and how it impacts their efforts for independence. Their conversation takes a somber tone as they discuss the immediate need for relief and the long-term implications for the independence movement. Both are deeply moved by the plight of the people and agree on the urgency of providing aid. Arun suggests leveraging his family's resources for relief, while Asha is skeptical of relying on the same elite structures that have perpetuated inequality. She prefers grassroots mobilization and direct action by the community. Despite their different backgrounds, Arun and Asha find themselves drawn to each other. Their shared passion for India's independence fuels their bond. They spend evenings by the river Hooghly, dreaming of a free nation. The couple's rendezvous by the river are filled with passionate discussions about freedom and equality. Arun learns about the Quit India movement from Asha, and they vow to contribute to the cause. Their love story is intertwined with clandestine meetings and secret pamphlet distributions. Arun and Asha's first rendezvous by the river Hooghly is marked by the golden hues of a setting sun. They sit on the steps of a ghat, with the river flowing quietly before them. Arun is captivated by Asha's passion as she explains the goals of the Quit India movement. He listens intently, his eyes reflecting the flickering lights of the river. Asha says our leaders are urging the British to leave India. It's time for us to take action, to show them that we are united in our demand for freedom. Arun replies, I've read about the movement, but hearing you talk about it makes it feel so real. I want to help. Tell me what I can do. With each meeting, their bond strengthens. They share not only their thoughts on the independence movement but also their personal dreams and fears. Arun and Asha begin to meet more frequently, their rendezvous becoming clandestine operations. They gather with other activists at hidden locations, planning their next moves. By night, they distribute pamphlets calling for non-cooperation and civil disobedience. In the dimly lit rooms of old mansions and the deserted corners of the college campus, they strategize and prepare leaflets. The thrill of these secret meetings adds a new dimension to their relationship. Asha, we must be careful. The British are cracking down hard on dissenters. But we can't stop now. We're so close. Arun, I understand. I've arranged for printing presses in safe locations. We'll get these pamphlets out by tomorrow night. Their shared commitment to the cause of independence binds them even closer. They find themselves relying on each other for support and encouragement. On quieter evenings, they return to the river Hooghly. It becomes their sanctuary, a place where they can momentarily escape the dangers and pressures of their revolutionary activities. Under the moonlit sky, the river whispers ancient secrets. Arun and Asha sit close, their hands entwined, talking about their hopes for a future India. Asha, imagine a country where everyone has the right to education, where no one is judged by their caste or gender. That's the India I dream of. Arun, and that's the India we're fighting for. I can't wait for the day when we can walk down these streets without fear, knowing that we're free. These moments by the river become the foundation of their love. Their relationship grows, not just as partners in the struggle for independence, but as kindred spirits united by a common dream. Despite their deep connection, the reality of their different backgrounds sometimes surfaces. Arun's aristocratic upbringing and Asha's humble, activist roots lead to moments of tension. Their love is tested by societal expectations and their own insecurities. Arun's family disapproves of his involvement with Asha, while Asha faces skepticism from her peers about Arun's true commitment to the cause. Arun, I know my family doesn't understand, but I'm not turning back. This is where I belong with you, and in this fight. Asha, I believe in you, Arun. But we must be careful. We can't afford any mistakes. The stakes are too high. Their love blossoms against the backdrop of a nation's fight for freedom. Through trials and tribulations, their bond only grows stronger, weaving a tapestry of love and revolution. The river Hooghly, with its timeless flow, stands as a silent witness to their journey, reflecting their hopes and dreams in its serene waters. The Bengal famine is a dark period in their story. Asha volunteers at relief camps, witnessing the horrors of starvation and disease. Arun uses his resources to aid the affected, and together they organize fundraisers and relief efforts. Arun and Asha's romance unfolds during one of the most tumultuous periods in Indian history. The Quit India movement, initiated by Mahatma Gandhi, calls for an end to British rule. Calcutta becomes a hotbed of revolutionary activity, with protests, strikes, and clashes with authorities becoming a daily occurrence. Arun and Asha throw themselves into the movement. Asha's fiery speeches at rallies inspire many, while Arun's strategic mind helps organize protests and distribute leaflets. Arun, we need to ensure our actions are coordinated. Random acts of defiance won't suffice. We need a clear strategy. Asha, absolutely. Every person must feel that their contribution, no matter how small, is part of a larger cause. It's our collective strength that will drive the British out. The Bengal famine of 1943. The Bengal famine of 1943 is a catastrophic event that ravages the region, leaving millions starving and destitute. It marks one of the darkest chapters in Arun and Asha's journey. The famine hits Calcutta hard. Asha volunteers at relief camps, witnessing the horrors of starvation and disease firsthand. The scenes of suffering are imprinted on her soul, fueling her determination to fight for a just and equitable India. Asha, how can they allow this to happen? People are dying by the thousands, and yet the British continue to hoard food supplies for the war effort. Arun, we need to do something. I can access resources through my family's estate. Let's organize relief efforts and fundraisers. Arun and Asha work tirelessly, organizing relief camps and fundraising events. They mobilize students and local communities, raising awareness and distributing food and medical supplies. Arun uses his family's wealth and influence to source food grains, while Asha coordinates the distribution and ensures aid reaches those most in need. Their efforts bring some relief to the famine-stricken population, but the scale of the tragedy only strengthens their resolve. The incompetence and indifference of the British administration become glaringly evident, igniting a deeper rage and determination within them. As the war progresses, the unrest against British rule intensifies. The Indian National Army, led by Subhash Chandra Bose, makes significant strides, inspiring a renewed wave of nationalism. The atmosphere in Calcutta is charged with revolutionary fervor. Arun and Asha find themselves at the forefront of numerous protests and initiatives, risking their lives for the cause they believe in. Arun, Bose's efforts are gaining momentum. People are ready to rise up and reclaim their country. We must support the INA's efforts as much as we can. Asha, yes, and we must also continue our work here, rallying the people and keeping the spirit of resistance alive. Through the trials and tribulations, Arun and Asha find strength in each other. Their love, like the river Hooghly, flows with an unwavering current, nurturing their dreams and aspirations amidst the chaos of a nation on the brink of freedom. Challenges and sacrifices. Their journey isn't easy. Arun's family disapproves of Asha's nationalist activities, and Asha faces pressure from her peers. Yet, their love and dedication to the cause of freedom keep them united. Arun's family attempts to arrange his marriage to a traditional bride, hoping to deter him from revolutionary activities. Asha's involvement in protests leads to her arrest, and Arun pulls every string to secure her release. Their bond is tested, but their shared vision keeps them strong. Arun's family, staunch supporters of British rule, are deeply troubled by his involvement with Asha and her nationalist activities. They see Asha as a disruptive influence, threatening their comfortable and privileged life. Arun's father, a man of conservative values, decides to intervene. Arun's father, determined to steer his son away from revolutionary activities, arranges a meeting with the family of a traditional bride, hoping to secure an alliance that will anchor Arun to his roots. Arun's father, Arun, it's time you settled down. I've found a suitable match for you. This will be good for you, for our family. Arun, father, I cannot marry someone I don't love, especially not for the sake of tradition. I respect your wishes, but my heart belongs to Asha, and my commitment to our country's freedom is unwavering. Despite the pressure from his family, Arun remains resolute. His refusal to comply with their wishes creates a rift, isolating him further from his own kin. Meanwhile, Asha's increasing involvement in protests and her vocal criticism of the British administration make her a target. During a particularly intense protest, the police crackdown is swift and brutal. Asha is arrested, her passionate cries for freedom cut short as she is taken into custody. The news of her arrest spreads quickly, reaching Arun, who is devastated by the turn of events. Arun, I won't let them keep her. She's done nothing wrong. Her voice is our hope, and they cannot silence her. Arun uses every connection, pulls every string, and navigates the complex web of colonial bureaucracy to secure Asha's release. His determination sees him facing corrupt officials and navigating the legal complexities of British rule. Asha, Arun, you risked so much for me. How did you manage to get me out? Arun, I would move mountains for you, Asha. Our fight is far from over, and we need you. India needs you. Asha's release comes at a cost. Some of her peers begin to doubt her commitment, seeing her privileged relationship with Arun as a potential weakness. Asha faces skepticism from her fellow activists, who question whether her relationship with Arun compromises her dedication to the cause. Asha's unwavering stance and her ability to bridge the gap between different social classes eventually earn her peers' respect. The couple's united front becomes an emblem of the inclusive future they are striving for. The trials they face only serve to deepen their bond. They find solace and strength in each other, their love a sanctuary amidst the chaos of their revolutionary lives. Their evenings by the river Hooghly become even more precious, a time to reflect on their journey, renew their commitment to each other and to the cause. Asha, every challenge we face only makes me believe in us more. Our love, our fight, it's all interconnected. We're building the future we want to see. Arun, together, Asha, we'll see this through. For us, and for our country. Through the testing waters of societal disapproval and political turmoil, their love remains steadfast. Their shared vision of a free and just India is the foundation of their enduring relationship. Arun's involvement in the independence movement becomes increasingly risky. During a critical protest, he is caught by the British authorities, accused of inciting rebellion. Despite his attempts to protect Asha, she is also implicated due to their close association. Arun is arrested and sentenced to imprisonment in a remote British prison, far from Calcutta. Asha, although not imprisoned, is placed under house arrest, severely restricting her movements and activities. Arun, Asha, don't worry about me. Focus on the cause. We've come too far to give up now. Asha, I'll never stop fighting, Arun. I'll do everything I can to secure your release and continue our struggle. Their separation is heart-wrenching. Letters are their only means of communication, but the British censors often intercept these, leaving them in a void of silence and uncertainty. During this period, both continue their efforts in their own ways. Arun endures the harsh conditions of prison, drawing strength from his memories of Asha and their shared dream of a free India. He becomes a source of inspiration for his fellow prisoners, organizing covered discussions and keeping the spirit of resistance alive. Arun's resilience in the face of adversity turns him into a legend within the prison walls. His determination and stories of Asha fuel a sense of hope and solidarity among the prisoners. Prisoner, Arun, your words give us hope. We must keep fighting, for ourselves and for those we love outside these walls. Arun, freedom is our birthright, and we will not be denied. We must endure and continue our struggle. Meanwhile, Asha, though confined to her home, remains undeterred. She uses her intellect and network to write articles under pseudonyms, rallying the nationalist sentiment. She also discreetly sends messages and resources to the underground resistance movements, ensuring that the fight continues despite the restrictions. Asha's words and actions inspire many. Her relentless spirit becomes a beacon of hope for those still fighting on the streets of Calcutta. Activist, Asha's courage shows us that even under house arrest, our voices can still be heard. We must persist. After years of separation, the tide begins to turn as the British grip on India weakens. The pressures of World War II and the continued resistance force the British to reconsider their hold on India. Amidst these changing tides, a daring plan to free Arun is hatched by his fellow prisoners and underground activists. The plan is risky, but the stakes are too high to ignore. Through secret communications, Asha learns of the plot and prepares to aid from outside. The night of the escape is tense and filled with peril. With the help of sympathetic guards and meticulous planning, Arun and several prisoners make a daring escape from the prison. As they make their way through the dense forest, the hope of freedom fuels their every step. In the early hours of dawn, they reach a safe house where Asha is waiting, her heart pounding with anticipation. Asha, Arun. You're here, you're safe. Arun, Asha, we did it. We're free, and together again. Their reunion is a mixture of tears, relief, and overwhelming joy. The emotional weight of their separation and the trials they've endured melt away as they embrace, reaffirming their love and commitment to each other and to their cause. As India finally gains independence on August 15, 1947, Arun and Asha stand together, watching the tricolour flag rise. Their journey, marked by love, sacrifice, and an unyielding quest for freedom, culminates in this historic moment. Arun, we made it, Asha. Together, we helped shape this new dawn. Asha, yes, Arun. This is the India we dreamed of, fought for, and now, we will help it flourish. Their story, forever intertwined with the history of a nation, stands as a testament to the power of love and the relentless pursuit of freedom.